We are going to be sharing things that you probably didn't know, or maybe you do know, but I want to know your thoughts. I want to know what you're thinking. What are you thinking about all these things that I'm going to be talking about? So first things first is I'm going to talk a little bit more about the AI detection thing to protect teens starting in the US and stuff like that. Machine learning will estimate if users are under 18 regardless of listed birthday. Teens get auto-enabled protections, no personalized ads, safer recs, well-being tools. Users can verify age with ID if flagged incorrectly. Full rollout coming after initial testing. I don't think they need AI. But if this is what they're doing, then so be it. I mean, you can't really do anything about it because AI, it's everywhere. AI is everywhere. Like every single company, every single freaking everything, man. It's all there, right? So the one thing that's interesting to me is, so the machine's going to learn and it's going to figure out their birthdays and stuff like that, or figure out how old they are based off of what they're watching and how they interact, whatever, all that stuff. And we're going to get into it in a second, but we got some more stuff to talk about here, so we're going to keep going. But you understand the gist here. So let's keep going here. So I got some other things too. So this is a F.02. So if you see my robots video, I talked about robots, AI, and stuff like that. And what was so crazy too is I actually saw iRobot recently. You got to watch iRobot with Will Smith. Watch it. It's right now on Tubi, and I think it's also on YouTube for free. Go watch it on YouTube or Tubi, and it scares me, man. Everything they talk about, it's happening now, it feels like. But that's just my opinion and what I see. I mean, it's honestly some of it's kind of facts, too. Because right here, you can see it. A humanoid robot is doing laundry, not teleported, but using an AI neural network. Insane. And the one thing is how many people are going to get Neuralink? You know, the thing that goes inside your brain and stuff like that, the neuro thing. How many people are going to get that without saying they got that? You know what I mean? But here we go. There's more proof. I mean, this, like I said, they're going to be walking dogs. They're going to be doing your laundry. They're going to be mowing the lawn. They're going to be driving. I wouldn't say driving, but they're going to be doing like activities for you, like things for you. You know what I mean? Like, this is exactly what I was talking about. You thought I was crazy. You thought, I guarantee you there's some people saying, nah, that's not going to happen. Look at that. What is that? Thing's putting the clothes inside the dryer. You know what I'm saying? Also, Oreos and Reese's have announced a collab featuring 2 new products. So they're going to be having a Reese's peanut butter and Oreo collab. Interesting collaboration. Very interesting. I'm curious how that's going to turn out. Didn't they do a collab before? Anyways, though. Scientists just cracked the multiple sclerosis code after decades of searching. 2 specific gut bacteria are triggering the disease, and they've proven it using identical twins and mice. This changes everything we know about the pathology stuff there. I want to keep going though. I don't want to stay here forever, but because there's a lot of stuff to share here, man. I'd be here for an hour. Okay, so I saw this. This is interesting. So if you go back to the Australia ban, right, where they banned kids 16 or under 16, look at this right here. Starting August 13th, we'll extend teen protections to U.S. users we now estimate to be under 18. Protections include enabling digital well-being tools, showing only non-personalized ads, and more. So when I'm thinking about what well-being tools is they're gonna kind of like censor a lot of things. In my opinion, that's just what I get from it. But if you look at the Australia thing, it's happening in America now. It's gonna start happening in America, and I think don't quote me on this. Don't say it's fact. I don't know if it's fact, but I think with what happened in Australia was the first. What I believe. It's like my brain memory is kind of like sinking right now, but I swear, they said that, and I got to screenshot this just to make sure to clarify or not, because it's important, but it's the first ever big law to ever go for, like, age and stuff like that, you know what I mean? The algorithms and what's going on here. So starting August 13th, so we got a couple, what was, like, a month or two, or the next, like, month, or, wait, when's August? I forget. August is, like, a month or two away. But, no, I think it's next month. Yeah, it's literally after this month. But one thing is we're gonna keep reading it here. So this person said, guys, it's not only going to be UK anymore. YouTube is starting to ask for ID in the US. See, like, asking for ID is fine. I mean, I think the AI stuff, it might go good or bad, who knows, because AI is kind of squirmy right now. It's definitely gonna get better. It's just it does have flaws, but it will get better. YouTube will now require US government in the US. The internet is actually something is happening all at once. Yeah, see, that's the one thing too, is there's people are saying that things are happening all at once. We're gonna keep going, man. We're gonna keep going. We got lots to talk about here, man. So this dude, he created a device that lets paralyzed individuals control phones, tablets, and computers with only using their tongue. So this is kind of like a Neuralink, but in your tongue, which is interesting. So if you want to look more into that, look at Rainmaker 1973 on X, and you can go look at that. But I got a lot of stuff, bro. Your YouTube account will be deleted unless you age restrict your age verify your thing. So one thing is, I think what's happening now is a lot of these companies are starting to change this because of the Australia stuff. And all these social media, even Instagram got to do it, X has to do it. Like, they have to make sure everyone's proper age. It's very important because, people, there's a lot of just weird information out there that, people believe or whatever and stuff like that. It's a whole lot, man. There's so much to it. It's also because of cyberbullying too. This is also going to tackle cyberbullying, people that are like younger and, that maybe their parents don't know they have an account. But now it's important. But it's also going to be bad for the parents too, because now they got to watch their kids. They got to make sure they're not making accounts, because they can get in trouble for that, right? But we'll see what happens as time goes on. I'm sure we'll see articles and stuff like that, right? And this is what I wanted to share too. I was actually going to share a article, but I was like, you know what? Let's just scroll through everything, right? You know what I mean? People in the UK appear to be using Gary's mod to get past newly imposed age restrictions. Earlier this week, users had access using Norman Reedus' face. So, there's definitely gonna, like I said like 5 minutes ago, it's all squirmy. You know what I mean? There's gonna be workarounds. There's always a workaround, but it's gonna get better, right? Okay, so it says, as you mentioned in your reply, this won't be required for all users. We've always had the option for age verification via ID or credit card. If someone is incorrectly estimated to be under 18, this update is about using better technology to make these estimations. They said, how long until you roll it back due to financial losses? Oh shoot. I think he was trying to ratio them. That's crazy, man. That's crazy. I'm surprised YouTube actually responded to that. Very interesting. They're probably trying to fact check that. So Grum said, the law false premise on protecting kids has now locked down Spotify to adults until you provide your ID or photo. The internet has truly fallen. Xbox, Discord, X, YouTube, Spotify. Topics, everything from political speech, opinions, immigration, and all that stuff. VPN, dude. VPN might get a boost, dude. I swear, bro. Hey, does VPN? Yo, VPN. Do you guys have a stock market or something? A stock or something like that? Yo, that crap's gonna go straight up, bro. Yo, there's gonna be a lot of VPNs. If you try a VPN, you are accused of hurting kids, even though the VPN is for you, the adult. Wow, really? Wait, is that quoting? I can't tell if that's quoting or what's going on there. But the UK and Australia are leading this change, and EU is said to be soon to follow. Some sites are even bothering to restrict this to UK, as it's simpler just to put this in place for the entire world. All of this came together in the same month in a matter of less than 2 weeks. This has the force of coordinated state action moving against the net. Full control over the internet is the goal, in the control of thought and speech. You see, like I said in my video the other day, and I think some people are gonna take it out of context, or maybe think I'm all for it. Not really. Dude, what I care about is making sure that people that have an account and they're actually the age they are, and they're not lying. In a way, that's kind of like a fraud, right? Saying you're a certain age and you're not that age, that's kind of fraud-like, right? I don't know if that's termed fraud, but it seems like a fraud, right? You're telling someone you're this age, but you're not even that age. You know what I mean? Why are you lying? You know what I mean? Why are you lying about that? You know what I mean? Weird stuff. People are saying there's probably like an agenda going on. Something really suspicious is going on. Internet censorship. You know, some of these things I don't agree with. I mean, I think they should be able to have an account, but you know, I don't know, man. It's honestly, you know, I don't want to throw my opinion out there because I'm not that knowledgeable on this, but at the same time, I wanted to share this, and I think people should know, and people should, you know, use their brain for what you think's gonna happen, what's gonna happen. But the AI stuff, the robot stuff, hey, I could see that because I could see that visually, right? I could see that robot walk and stuff like that, dude. Because here's the thing, man. I'm more visual. I never talk about this, but I'm more visual. And you know, if someone tells me in a sentence or something like that, I can't really vision that. You know what I mean? So that's why people have like read along books and stuff like that, because you can read and you can also hear the word at the same time and stuff like that. And so. Yeah, and I'm also a little bit dyslexic. I don't, you know what I mean? I have a really bad time reading. It's hard to read, and I gotta focus, dude. I really gotta focus. And that's why when I talk, it's easier to talk. Like, I can easily talk perfectly. I still stutter sometimes here and there, but, like, I talk perfectly because, you know, like I said, my eyes, they're just not the best when it comes to reading and stuff like that. But overall, man, you know, this is just something I really wanted to share. I think it's something important that people should. And like I said, I'm not that knowledgeable in this stuff. But if anyone wants to share their opinion down below in the comments and kind of like explain, you know, explain what this is all gonna do. What I do know is that they're gonna do the ID verification. The AI is gonna scan through the ads, non-personalized ads, and stuff like that. Like it's gonna be bonkers. It's gonna be bonkers, and like I said the other day, the internet is changing, things are changing, and the good thing is it's definitely gonna tackle, you know, cyberbully somewhat. You know, a lot of these kids, they're gonna be not able, they're not gonna be able to interact, which is good. I do think that's good. I think kids should not interact with these people online because they're all strangers. We're all strangers on the internet, man. We don't know who these people are. You know what I mean? But at the same time, it's also good to have friends, but you know. And I do agree. I'm gonna say one thing before I go. I'm gonna end here because I've sat here longer than I wanted to. But I do agree with YouTube. I don't see YouTube being a social media platform. In a sense, it's kind of hard to explain, but it's definitely like a hybrid because you could definitely write comments and stuff like that. But at the same time, it's like, I mean, it's video. It's all video. That's what YouTube's always been, is to watch video, to sit at home and watch it, you know what I mean, there and stuff like that. And there's also something else I wanted to share. I don't know where the heck I have it, but it was something about Dan Clancy. Something about Dan Clancy from Twitch. If I can find it, I'm gonna post it up now. But anyways, though, man, you guys are freaking awesome. Thank you for watching this. I appreciate it. I know I dragged on a little longer. Didn't want to. I wanted to go at least 10 minutes, but a little longer. But thank you for watching this video. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment down below. And my name is A1 Solution TTV on Twitch. And if you want to come by, watch me on Twitch. I play soccer, all this stuff, play other games and stuff like that. And it's not the best quality because, you know, I stream on Xbox Series X. But overall, man, I'm out here chilling. Make sure you have a great day. It's your boy A1. A1 out. Peace.